Is it possible to defeat the entity? In Smile 2, the ending is a gut-wrenching twist on a personal level for Skye Riley, but it also paves the way for an even more frightening continuation of the story. The sequel takes the core concept from the first movie and escalates it by following Skye, a pop star on the verge of reclaiming her fame. But just as her life seems ready to take off again, she becomes ensnared by a sinister entity that takes hold of her mind, derailing everything. Throughout the film, Skye battles to free herself from the madness consuming her, even discovering a possible way to defeat the entity. However, Smile 2 delivers a major twist that throws everything Skye has been through into question. As the movie reaches its climax, it is revealed that the Smile entity has been manipulating nearly every aspect of Skye's reality. Skye had moments of clarity throughout the film where she seemed to regain control and recognize the falsehoods in her surroundings, but this was all part of the entity's grand design. The entity tricked her, allowing her to believe she was seeing through the illusions when, in fact, it was setting her up for its final, devastating move. Events Skye believed to be true, like her mother's death and the involvement of her best friend Gemma, turn out to be nothing more than constructs created by the entity. A particularly chilling realization comes when Skye's seemingly erratic actions don't trigger any real-world consequences. The presence of her deceased mother at her concert, for example, suggests that much of what happens in the movie might only be occurring in Skye's mind. This psychological ambiguity adds a dark layer to the film, making it seem as though the entity was playing Skye all along, distracting her mentally while guiding her physically to her final, inescapable fate. Characters like Morris, who offers a possible solution to breaking the curse, could be entirely fabricated by the entity as part of its cruel game. Speaking of Morris, halfway through the movie, he presents Skye with a potential plan to defeat the entity. He explains that the curse survives by passing trauma from one victim to the next, with the entity killing its host in front of someone else to ensure its survival. Morris suggests that if Skye can die by other means without passing on the trauma, it could break the cycle and destroy the entity. They come up with a plan to render Skye medically dead and revive her with adrenaline, theoretically freeing her from the entity's grip. In the end, Skye's death marks a major victory for the entity and hints at a far darker future. After realizing that the entity has led her to her comeback concert, Skye finds herself cornered with no way to break the curse. The entity takes complete control of her body, forcing her to drive a microphone stand through her skull in front of thousands of horrified fans. This mass trauma likely serves as a vehicle for the entity to spread to countless new victims, marking a terrifying escalation in the scope of the curse. As established in the original Smile and reiterated in Smile 2, the entity operates by creating a chain of victims, passing from one to the next through shared trauma. The sight of Skye's shocking death will undoubtedly traumatize those who witnessed it, allowing the entity to infect a large group of people at once. This creates the potential for the curse to spread far more rapidly than before, possibly even leading to a global catastrophe. Instead of targeting isolated individuals, the entity now has a way to spread like a mental epidemic, infecting large populations through trauma. The entity has not only won, but may have found a way to spread its curse on an unprecedented scale. With the potential for mass trauma to fuel its power, the Smile entity could threaten the world in ways previously unimaginable, raising the stakes for whatever comes next. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. See you soon.